It's the Adpocalypse. Alright, it's time for a classic venting session. Let's go to the spot I always sit down and talk when there's something serious to talk about. So the YouTube Adpocalypse. What is going on with YouTube ad revenue? Here's the situation. The amount of money creators are earning on the ads being displayed on their videos when they're monetizing their content is way down. Like in the gutter down. We're talking less than $1 per 1,000 views. Maybe like 50 cents per 1,000 views. Maybe. At first, I thought I was unaffected. I'm looking at my ad revenue and it's staying the same as it always was. I'm like, word. Like, I don't know what people are bugging out about. And then I looked at my analytics and saw a legitimate, like, cliff drop off. Just completely down. And now I'm just, like, stuck on the bottom of that cliff. So, yes, it's happening. But what's going on? Why is this happening? And what can we do about it as creators? Here's the sitch. There are several businesses and companies that have pulled their advertising budget from YouTube ads altogether. And this all basically boils down to one thing in particular. This is because ads are being displayed on the wrong kinds of videos. Now, I just read an article earlier that's saying this is happening on less than 1% of videos across all of YouTube. So it's like a little problem that has been blown up to a very large problem, and it's like basically advertisers are paying to put their ad on videos that either totally contradict what their ad is about or put their ad on videos which are highly inappropriate, like hate speech, R-rated material. These companies and businesses, the advertisers, are basically paying to advertise on content that they don't want to advertise on, that they shouldn't advertise on. They basically pulled their advertising budget from YouTube ads until YouTube could figure it out. As a result, ad revenues for creators are way down. And you really can't blame the advertiser. If you were an advertiser and you had a budget for advertising on YouTube videos and you discovered that a certain percentage of your ads were being displayed on videos that are a terrible match for your advertisement, you'd be a little bit pissed. I'd be pissed. So you can't really blame the advertisers. It's a problem, as minor as it actually may be, but YouTube has to figure it out. So the bad news. AdSense is a complete mess right now. People are freaking out, creators are freaking out, myself somewhat included, because our CPM, the amount of money we get on average per 1,000 views, has just like, at least in my case, been divided in like 4. The good news is that YouTube is aware of this, okay? It's not like they're just leaving us in the dust. YouTube knows that there's a problem with this going on, and YouTube is actively working to fix it so that the YouTube AdSense platform could once again be friendly for advertisers, and advertisers could feel confident putting their money into it. The other good is that YouTube AdSense isn't the only way we have as creators to earn money and monetize our content on YouTube. But at the same time, it's something to think about. Basically, if you're gonna monetize outside of AdSense, that requires you to send users off of YouTube. This day and age, the YouTube algorithm loves to reward creators that keeps its viewers on the platform for longer. If you bring more people to YouTube and keep them watching YouTube videos for longer periods of time, YouTube's going to reward creators by promoting and suggesting their content more often. So if we're sending viewers off of YouTube to make the money we need by monetizing outside of AdSense, those are what's called session ends, and the YouTube algorithm negatively affects your channel and your videos if you're consistently sending people off of YouTube. So what does this mean? It kind of sounds like we're screwed, right? Can't make money on YouTube, and we can't grow our audience if we send people away from YouTube to make money off of YouTube. So should we just quit and just stop this whole YouTube game? No. Absolutely not. At least, I don't think so. I'm not gonna quit YouTube and stop creating content simply because of some AdSense revenue fall off. I've always looked at YouTube as a platform to be able to create the kind of content that I love to create as a filmmaker. 20 years ago, it was unheard of to be able to create a video and upload it and instantaneously broadcast it to the world. YouTube created a platform where you could create content and just showcase it instantaneously across the entire world. It's crazy when you think about it. The value in that alone is insane. Once you were able to monetize your videos through AdSense, things changed a little bit, but really not a whole lot. At the end of the day, YouTube is still just a platform, a social media platform where you're able to create content and broadcast it to the world. It's just now with AdSense, there's actually a way to support yourself doing so through monetization. There was a time where I was using YouTube back in like 2006, 2007 to upload magic trick videos to this platform. Granted, they weren't the best videos. But back then I recognized how amazing it was to just create a video on my MacBook webcam, edit together a video in iMovie, and then publish it to YouTube and have a web link to be able to email to friends and family, all within just a couple hours worth of time. Even back then I'm like, wow, this is revolutionary. This is going to change the world. Now that we can make money by doing that, creating the content we love, that's great, that's amazing, but it's not an entitlement. When I signed up for the YouTube partnership program, there was nothing in my agreement that said, hey, you're guaranteed to make X amount of dollars. Having said all that, I understand how much work it takes as a creator, as a filmmaker. Nowadays, with how easy it is to create a video for YouTube, you actually have to up the bar a little bit and create content that stands out, which requires a lot of work. And that amount of work takes a lot of time. And for that time to be worth it, you gotta get a little bit of monetary support to help you to create more of the content that you love to create. So what can we do? Basically, we have two options here. YouTube has already released a statement saying that they recognize the problem, they're experimenting with different ways to make AdSense better, but they're working on it, so we kinda just gotta wait it out. If all goes well, they'll fix the AdSense problems and our earnings will be back up to what they're supposed to be, at least to what they were before. The second thing is, there needs to be a balance here. Don't rely solely on AdSense and know ways to monetize your channel outside of YouTube. That doesn't mean send people off of YouTube every single video. You're not gonna be able to grow your channel because YouTube's gonna strike that down. They're gonna be like, nah, dude, this person's sending these people away from YouTube. We don't want that. The whole thing's a balance between creating the content you want and building a business behind that so that you could continue to create the content that you love. If we could balance that out, put all that together, and you're gonna have a more equally balanced channel that you won't freak out really if AdSense has a bad month. By doing that, you can focus less on the numbers, more on continuing to create the content that you love to create and are passionate about. At least that's the way I look at it. And I had to vent a little bit because I think people are freaking out, blaming YouTube, blaming advertisers. It is what it is. But I think if we get back to focusing on what YouTube is at its core, a platform to create content that we love, instantaneously be able to share that with friends, family, and millions of other viewers around the world. Focus on that and realize that monetization helps support that. I think that puts us all as creators, filmmakers, in a much better place. Don't put all your eggs, what's the saying? Don't put all your eggs in rocks, and don't put all your rocks in one basket. Eggs in one basket. Whatever. That one. Don't do that. So let's hope AdSense bounces back so that this whole Adpocalypse thing could blow over. But at the same time, let's learn from it. Let's learn from this experience. Remember what YouTube is all about. Figure out other ways to monetize your content, so if AdSense has a bad month or a couple problems like it does now, we're not totally screwed and we're just frozen and it won't kill our channel livelihood. And again, just focus on continuing to create. AdSense is not gonna go away, all right? YouTube is just too powerful of a platform for advertisers to be like, nah, we're not advertising on that anymore. Comment down below your thoughts, ways you're making it through this apocalypse, what you think about the whole situation. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you not agree at all and you're still pissed off, which is totally cool? But if you are, comment down below, let me know. If you like this video, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button and I will see you tomorrow.